These points count.
All right, guys, welcome to Around the SBF, the show that destroys friendships and builds new lovers. Not
What?
really, but today we're changing it up a little bit, and Bean is joining us, and Bean's going to award points to the person he thinks made the best argument, and it's starting now. Does losing Jack Morgan hurt the Gonzaga Bulldogs? Yes, it does hurt them. Hear me out. They're better with Honcho, 100% better. But if they could move Cortez back to the 3 and keep Morgan at the 4 and have a true big man lineup, that team would be a lot better than the team without Morgan, where Cortez is still going to have to play the 4. I think Cortez is doing a good job at the 4, but Morgan never had a chance to play his true position of power forward. Had he stayed on this team with Honcho, Bulldogs would have been a lot better.
I can definitely agree that Jack Morgan playing power forward is better for Jack Morgan, but I don't think it hurts Gonzaga. I think he plays better where he's at now. And I think that Cortez playing at the 4 is a gift to Cortez because I don't think people understood how athletic Cortez is until you see him going up against power forwards. You see his scoring ability, his speed and transition, his lob threat capabilities, and having somebody down low to guarantee defense and
All right, Bean, give a point.
rebounds helps a lot.
Lion.
Suck. All right, Cedric Collinsworth versus Samuel Carter. Who's better? I'm going to go Cedric Collinsworth for this reason and this reason only. Every time I watch an MTSU game, it's like getting an invite to the block party. This guy gets not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 to 6 blocks per game. Cedric Collinsworth doesn't look like the most physically dominant player on the floor, but man, is he gifted and he is smart.
All right. Well, first of all, the very large-headed Samuel Carter, my God, is his head huge, is obviously, in my opinion, the better player. Not necessarily just because of individual entertainment value or getting invited to the block party. I do understand that Cedric Collinsworth is an elite player in that regard, but Samuel Carter has been the most consistent player on the best team in the NCAA right now, and I don't think that you can put anybody above him yet.
All right, Bean point.
Assessments.
Are Tar Heels legit? Yes, you cannot say the Tar Heels are not legit. They just beat the undefeated Bulldogs. The Tar Heels are for real. Some people are talking them down because they only have 3 user players, but what they're forgetting is their 3 user players complement each other to a perfect level. Carter, the best offensive point guard in the game. Woodson, the best defender straight up in the game. And then Robinson, very good on both sides of the ball. So they can hang with anybody, whether it's a defensive game or an offensive game. Yes, they're legit.
I think the tape tells the tale. You saw them go to Georgia and win. They beat the undefeated team, gave them their first blemish, and they didn't do it by any sort of fluke. They played well the whole game. We saw them have to double team Robinson. We saw Woodson with some insane blocks and great defense, and we saw Carter scoring like a madman. I don't think there's any way to say that they're not legit.
All right, Crystal Bean.
Can I give both of you a point?
Yep, both got a point. All right, best team so
Sweet.
far in the NCAA. It's between Florida MTSU, in my opinion. But I'm going to surprise the world and go MTSU. MTSU has played probably one of the toughest schedules, yet in every single game these guys compete, and they compete hard, and the games go right down to the wire. A few bad plays here and a few bad plays there have been the ultimate deciding factor in a lot of these games. And MTSU is showing so much progress as the season goes. They're getting better and better. MTSU is by far the best team right now. Slightly ahead of Florida.
We saw the undefeated Georgia Bulldogs take on the Gonzaga Bulldogs in the Battle of the Dogs, and we saw what they looked like with Mike Honcho. And this, in my opinion, is the piece that they needed to turn them into a championship caliber team.
Didn't Gonzaga play USC?
I meant to say USC.
Nope,
I don't know why I thought it was Bulldogs
instant
versus
lose.
Bulldogs.
Sorry.
We're using it's yeah. All right, Brandon, give him the point.
Assessments.
What happened?
I got 2 games confused.
What happened between the A-Town Assassins and the Southeast Hoop Stars? All right, simple. All right, simple. The Assassins suck. Okay, Jay Blinko cannot dominate the paint by himself. He is a facilitating, playmaking, defensive guy, but he cannot lead a team in the paint by himself. He needs help. So the Assassins need to go out there and they need to track down a really good true center, or Christopher Richardson needs to step up. So what happened was the Assassins suck right now.
Well, the Assassins have always been terrible, and I don't think this year's any different.
False statement. We won a championship. That's another point for me.
No, that's not true. Just because you won a championship doesn't mean you're good. It means you won a championship.
I wasn't terrible that season. Beat him, am I right?
Nope, he was terrible.
The
He's interrupting me, Bean. He's ruining it. Give me the point.
Bean, he said I was terrible and I won a championship. That's false.
He's interrupting. He's interrupting my stuff. I didn't interrupt him.
Running out of
All
time.
right, Lion.
What?
Yep.
He made no point. God,
You
Bean,
broke the
you're
rules.
Such a stupid wizard. All right, Kyrie Allen MVP question mark. Kyrie Allen sent Bean Shep flying into the Shadow Realm during the last game. So that was fun to watch. I love watching people take turns destroying Bean because it's so easy to do. Bean probably the worst player in the league by far, no question asked. Stingrays drafted him as a joke only. But my answer to this question is yes, Bean Shep sucks.
My answer is also yes, Bean Shep sucks. Anybody who can dribble a basketball could cross him over. But what I do have to say is Kyrie Allen started off last year extremely hot, and he managed to stay in that conversation all season, but he did not manage to beat it out and become MVP. I need proof that he can do that. I've seen him fall before, and I'm not convinced that he's the MVP yet.
Woodson sucks. All right, Bean, get a point.
No point. Because
Breaking news. Who cares what you have to say? Breaking news. Breaking news. The Warriors have finalized a trade with the Stingrays to bring in Bryce Dyson. Bryce Dyson is going to the Windy City Warriors in exchange for Fred Oakley and Junior Rollins. Good or bad trade? In my opinion, great trade. Warriors needed a superstar scorer. That's what they got. Stingrays needed some depth, and with Bean Shep coming onto the team, they didn't need as much shooting. So in my opinion, great trade both sides.
In my opinion, bad trade. Bryce Dyson is a star. Stars are hard to come by in this league, and you are getting 2 good players in Rollins and Oakley. And I don't think that good players are worth stars.
Bean?
Assassins.
Thank you. Well deserved by me there.
I just like Bryce Dyson, so.
That's part of the reason why the Stingrays traded him, from what I heard.
Yeah, he was a cancer. He shot too much.
Well, don't agree with the choice of words there. Here we go. Vegas Dragons. Was their one win a fluke on live TV? Was it a fluke? Absolutely not. Vern Beard, Cinderella story through Ohio, and then comes on strong. Fluke? Absolutely not. Kenneth Michael busted ass to get a whole bunch of badges during the offseason. Is it a fluke that he got better? No, he earned it. Steve Carter. This guy's been terrorizing everything he does. All 3 of those players have done nothing but prove people wrong their entire careers, and now we're all surprised that they looked good on the same team? Absolutely not. That's not a fluke. The Dragons are legit.
His point was too good. I agree with him entirely. But what I will say,
I feel like Eminem on 8 Mile now, where I just like my rap was too good.
He's choking. He's choking.
Yes.
I just got Clarenced.
Yes.
Damn
Well,
it.
Just
sorry.
leave it at that. Sorry.
done.
The Assassins won.
Who got
I got
the point?
Clarenced.
Assassins. That was. It was like dropping the mic.
Yes. Thanks, Bean. Hot take around the league. Well, I wanted to say Bean sucks here, but that's not a hot take. That's a fact. So my hot take. That's tough. If you've got one, go with it, because I got to think for a second.
All right, I'm going to go with the number 1 draft pick this year in this draft for the NCAA is going to be a center. I think we have so many good dominant centers, and I think centers are such a hot commodity in a position of need in the pros that there's no chance that whoever comes out on top as the best center in the NCAA will be the number 1 pick.
All right, my hot take for this season, Venom. I can't say it. This video is going to come out before the game tonight. All right, I'm going to air the video after the game so that I can say this. Venom will finish with the worst record in the SBF. They might not win more than 20 games. That's my hot take. I don't need... If you want my explanation, go watch the game tonight. That's all I have to say. Venom...
Talons playoffs confirmed.
Venom, very, very active GM. I have complete faith that these guys will get better. But right now, there's no denying that their team is in shambles. And like I said in the video, guys, give them some credit. Otis took this team at the end of free agency with no opportunity to get better, brought in some players, built the team from the ground up. But it's going to be a very long season for them, and then a very good number 1 overall draft pick for them next year. All right, guys. Looks like I won the first ever Around the SBF that got pointed. Thank you, Bean. Just like some other shows, I want to start doing this where the person who wins gets about 30 seconds to go on whatever rant they want, whether it be real life stuff, whether it be SBF stuff, whatever I want to rant about.
Please don't.
Today I win, so I get the uninterrupted rant.
Please
Somebody
don't.
ready to time me for 30 seconds?
No, please don't.
Lion, you got it?
1 second.
All right. I'm pumped. I'm about ready to break the internet with this rant.
Please do not break that.
Well,
SBF.
You chose this. You decided the winner. This rant is on you. Lion, are you ready?
Please don't hurt me too much.
If I did not know there was going to be a 30-second. Okay, now I am.
Just count 1 Mississippi.
Just go. I got the stopwatch. We're good.
All right, restart the stopwatch. Tell me when I start talking.
When you start talking, I'll hit the start.
Yes, we're learning on the fly, guys. This will be smooth next time. Here we go. Rant. The Bean Shep podcast. We all want it, but we're all not getting it. At what point will Bean himself realize, I don't give a flying crap if there's static in your mic. I want content. I want Bean. I want podcasts.
10 seconds left.
That's my rant. I want more. You're not giving it to me. This is me calling you out. Let's fight, bro.
Time.
All right, guys. Thanks for checking the video out. I'll talk to you in the next one.